graveyard hate and oozes and Deathray Shamans, it's hard to get a good amount of delve early on to play the Tombstalker for a fair cost. So
all right, we got someone here on Twitter with the right idea. Jordan Casey at Naval Magician says, let's see a Legacy Devotion deck. Does that even exist? If it does, I would love to see it as well.
Yeah, I would
too. Maybe if Glenn Jones can find us a Legacy Devotion deck, if such a thing does exist, there are much more, diverse mana symbols in Legacy. Who knows what kind of deck you could concoct?
Who does know? Who does know? And this is I don't know who's in favor of this match. This Explorer pod is just so different. It's hard to describe. I don't know really the matchup, so I'm interested to see if he can get it going. They're on game 3, so far so good. Little football break here. This is devastating news. Colin Kaepernick is not playing this game, and Colt McCoy is in. Kaepernick is injured. I am just devastated right now, so hopefully it won't affect my judgment here in this match.
Do you wish now that you had Alex Smith back?
Oh, we need to go beg for him back. I wonder if he'll leave his 5-0 team.
Yeah. To come back to the team that basically kicked him out, said, we don't want you, we like this other guy.
You're my guy, get out.
Even though Alex Smith led them to a very good record last year.
Yeah.
So,
oh well.
Treat your friends well.
Such is life.
You never know when you might need a ride from them.
I'm just a fan. What can I do? All right, so David's going to, looks like he has a therapy in his hand. So he's going to get blind therapy here again.
So this is a Bug Delver deck with Tombstalker, kind of the old Team America finisher.
All right, so he's going to brainstorm response. So therapy gets real tough here, and you got to... I've had tons of success with therapy. I've been able to peer inside the soul of my opponent and pull a card out most of the time.
Soul read?
I get the soul reads pretty often. So therapy is a card whether, it's kind of like, it's like athletic ability. You either got it or you don't. Some people can therapy, some people can't therapy.
And I agree here with James Vogel at Low Beyonder says, I didn't care for this Explorer's Pod mishmash until I heard Recurring Nightmare. Yes, there are 2 copies of Recurring Nightmare in this deck. David Gleicher, who named Days.
I have been looking at a few suggestions of what we should feature, and Andrew, no, we're not going to feature lands, and I'm glad most of the other people are pretty all about just control and combo decks. They want to see those in Legacy, so we'll try to get some of those going here. Right now, Bug Delver is kind of like a mid-rangey, it's not as fast as the other ones, and this Explorer Pod deck is just too cool not to have on camera at least one more time. This is undefeated too.
Another super grindy matchup, almost mirror match like, but David Gleicher can go up the chain using Birthing Pod to find his Thragtusk and Grave Titan, and then use Recurring Nightmare to just chain them all over and around his graveyard.
All right,
so David Barber,
he's singing him a song of sadness here. And great news, Colin Kaepernick's back in. We're good.
Well, what was that all about? Did he just need to take a Gatorade break?
A little Gatorade break. Spooked me a little bit.
Phyrexian Tower, and what was the other card?
Oh, there's a hymn. Probably the best card in that set.
Finks?
Do you think Kim was the best card in that set?
In Fallen Empire, I believe it was Eben Prater.
I don't think so.
Are we talking about best art? Because that had like the demon preacher with the giant bunny rabbit. What was going on?
Best card.
Best card art.
No.
Shaheen, unleash your inner Vorthos. We demand it.
I've never been an art guy or foil guy or getting my cards signed kind of guy. My cards are all beaten and eaten and torn and destroyed. And
you're killing me.
I riffle shuffle and bridge shuffle my legacy cards. And
do you even use sleeves?
If it was socially acceptable, I wouldn't. I don't use sleeves at the like.
Do you wear pants?
I do wear. Well, not right now. I mean, I'm sitting at a booth. Who knows? Who knows? All you gotta see is the upper half. So I was told by just Evident Company that we're supposed to be comfortable when we do this. So I'm just trying to stay loose.
Really?
Yeah. Evoking Street Mall. Doomblade, the hard way.
Yeah, Doomblade, the Delver of Secrets. Sure, why not? If it hangs out in the graveyard, maybe it'll come back later.
Yeah, I agree with that. And if Johan says if we have a blue-black Tezzeret deck, yeah, I mean, if problem again with these sweet decks is this, they have to be winning, so we need to see them in the upper brackets here, and so you gotta root for your friends here, get them into the victory circle.
Is this Johan McMurphy you're quoting? Because we have a tweet here from Johan McMurphy. Can we see a blue-black Tezzeret deck like Chris Anderson piloted and took first at SCG St. Louis earlier this year?
Yeah, we need to see him winning.
That was the deck Caleb Durward also has done well with. Blue-black Tezzeret. I would love to see that. Tezzeret is a very interesting deck. The card itself has a lot of interactions we don't usually get to see in Legacy.
Definitely
it's just fun to have artifacts. Okay, so there you see Tombstalker. It was delved out, black, and then you can just exile 6 cards from your graveyard to get this 5/5 flying demon.
It
looks like it's flying in space. It's like a starfield behind it.
Yeah, you see how good 5/5 flyers are. I mean, it's just a huge creature. The mana cost is too big. Can't abrupt decay it. Can't kill it with traditional removal. So you're gonna have to, battle another way. Another 2 decks that have no Sword of Plowshares in it. So another way, just tough to kill. Image.
Phantasmal Image.
Now
gonna copy that Deathrite.
Tombstalker. Yeah.
I knew that, by the way.
I know. We all know.
All right, I'll have to work on my bluffs.
Abrupt Decay, targeting what?
Yeah, David said it's a copy of Tombstalker.
No.
The mana cost is also 8.
No.
Black 6. Back that up.
Nope.
Beep, beep,
Can't
beep.
can't do that one.
He's consulting with the spotter there. Says no. The mana cost is also copied. So just gonna have to trade them here.
Yeah.
Fantastic trade for David Gleicher. Buys him some time.
And he knows about the Abrupt Decay now, so he's got a little info. And he gets a therapy. He gets a therapy. Oh man, that is too funny. You don't find the humor in that? I think that's rich.
Does he want to? Does he care?
I think I would. And you're not in any right?
He's only got 3.
You can't witness right now because he has death right now. He'll just nuke the card you're going for.
Yeah.
So it's either therapy or nothing. At least the therapy does something here.
That's very true.
What's the other card in his hand? There's witness therapy.
Tusk.
Yeah, it's time to therapy here. Unless you want to witness and get a land back, but then again, you can just remove it, so you can't do that either. You can't get anything except for an artifact or enchantment back.
Eternal Witness locked out here.
Saying go. I don't like that. I want to use my mana right now in therapy and get that out. It's not like you're going to name a blank card that he doesn't already have, so.
Maybe just hoping to catch a second copy of Abrupt Decay a little later?
Maybe.
Okay, so David Barber plays a lonely Fellhide Minotaur there. Yeah, 2/3.
Very powerful. We all know Tarmogoyf just is destined to grow, though. Gonna get much bigger, much quicker.
Well, it's working contrary to the Deathrite Shamans that David Barber is trying to utilize.
Yeah. We'll definitely see.
So, he's drawn a land.
So land gets him toward the Thrax's goal. It's time to Abrupt Decay, though, or get rid of that Abrupt Decay out of his hand.
He's gonna Eternal Witness first. So is the play here? He's using. That doesn't do anything.
No, he needs a therapy here.
Yeah.
You need to
So this is gonna force the Deathrite Shaman to.
Oh, he doesn't have green open. Okay, so he can actually get a creature back. Works out perfect. He tapped his lands because he had to use the green for the Tarmogoyf, so that works out pretty well. Yeah, once we panned out.
Very tricksy, yeah.
Once we panned out and saw that the only thing he had open was Underground Sea, then and he actually can get both cards out of his hand before the Deathrite Shaman can take out that Cabal Therapy. So he's going to Abrupt Decay. Oh, so yeah, he should have definitely therapied first. Like we've discussed a bunch of times here.
Yeah, because he just lost his Eternal Witness for no reason.
Yeah.
And growing the Tarmogoyf there as well.
So next turn he's going to be able to play Shriek Maw. If he draws a land, he gets to cast it for 5. If he doesn't, he at least gets to, you know,
he really needs a land because he also has Thragtusk.
Yeah.
And he can always evoke the Shriek Maw, but would rather get it on the board.
Did he shrink his Goyf for fun then?
David, not sure what he's doing. He's fetching a land. Is what he's doing.
All right, in for 3. So we're going to untap here. He's going to hope to draw a land, peel it, and he did not. He did draw a Murder's Redcap though. It's interesting. Kills the Deathray Shaman. Pretty good.
That is good. But slowly running out of time against that Tarmogoyf.
If there's a Sean Wade in the room, please talk to
So Murder's Redcap, when it dies, it comes back and persists and does 1 more damage. And then that's not going to be enough to really kill anything big here. But, you know, it does its job. It comes in, it kills something, it blocks, gets to block again. So it does a lot of cool stuff here. Deathray Shaman prevents persisting if he has one open, has the mana open during once it gets to the yard. So let's see if Davey can put that situation together.
That is a bloody knife.
Yeah. See, goblins, look at them. They're all like that. All these red creatures. Violent, barbaric. They're not academics. They're not Urtai studying at the school. They're out there gutting things and tinkering around and being silly.
Class warfare here in MTG.
The upper crust.
Shaheen Surani, student of Teferi, taking pot shots
at the
goblin folk.
Yeah.
Rise up, goblin folk.
Do not tweet at Shaheen MTG with your goblin anger here. Keep it at home.
Attention legacy players, that is time in the round.
Alright, so time is called, but they have more time here.
This Tarmogoyf bouncing back and forth from various activations and of Deathrite Shaman and sacrifices and spells being cast. So if 3/4 is the correct power toughness, currently Tarmogoyf is a Rowan Treefolk.
Yeah.
No, now it's a 4/5.
You have all these sweet cards in your repertoire here. I don't even know what Rowan Treefolk is.
Well, I had to look it up.
Oh, see?
It was the first Treefolk.
You could have played that off. You could have got away without looking that up. It's Aetherling. It's Aetherling.
It doesn't have any abilities.
Doesn't matter.
It's got to be vanilla. Oh,
no.
This card is awesome.
Is that from
the art on this card? If you have
Treefolk?
if you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, go look up Rowan Treefolk at StarCityGames.com. This is it's got like a little face on the tree, and he's smiling, and he's walking. His roots are lifted up out of the ground, and he's walking on his roots.
And most Treefolk have the ability to uproot themselves here, so and walk around and attack things.
All right, Shriek Maw,
He
full
draws
value.
the 5th land. There we go. And this is going to be a great series of turns for David, because not only does he do this, he gets to untap and play the Thragtusk.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, there's 2 Davids. That is just blown my mind. All right, so Barber draws. Let's see if he draws a him or something to get that last card out of his hand. Let's see what he got. Taps 3.
Was he going to delve again?
Oh, yeah, he is.
A second Tombstalker. He's counting it up, seeing which ones he wants to get rid of. Wants to leave the Ponder so that he can use that with the Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, there you go. Tombstalker. Oh, and David Gleicher. Thragtusk may not be enough.
Luckily for him, he only has 2 Tombstalkers, so those are both of them right there.
Does David have any ways left? Does he have any ways to get rid of that Tombstalker?
I don't know.
I guess he can always find a Baleful Strix and Death Touch it down. Pernicious Deed, you're not going to have 8 mana to sacrifice that deed, but he does have the Baleful Strix.
Yeah, Baleful Strix is definitely good in this situation. In the next turn again, we have the Thragtusk to jump back into the Life Race, so
Shriekmaw unfortunately cannot attack because there's the black demon sitting across the board.
Yeah,
So
demons.
is it fear or intimidate? I think it was still fear back then, Shriekmaw.
Yeah, fear. So Deed is a sweet card. It got a lot of play in Old Extended. In Legacy, it kind of fell off. It was in the original bug control decks that way before all these sweet creatures came out, and it was just pretty much this card, a couple Lilianas, and then lands it won with. But then once that deck has kind of died off, Pernicious Deed is now kind of gone with it. But David says, nope, I'm going to still play it. Got 2 in his deck.
This is nice. So he can play his Veteran Explorer, pop the Deed to get rid of the Deathrite Shaman, but also get 2 basic lands.
Yep. I like this play.
And
It's
the
good.
Bug Delver deck.
Oh, he forgets to use Deathrite Shaman. He could have gained 2 life there. Made a little error. It's okay.
So that play was so good. Gleicher still gets to cast his Thragtusk this turn.
Yeah.
Kind of a free sacrifice of the Veteran Explorer.
All right, so David's going to, he's thinking about attacking here, maybe. Oh, he didn't play.
He didn't.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe he didn't think he had the lands? Oh, there's no reason to hold it. You're just going to get himmed.
Yeah, it's possible he just shortcut there and said go and forgot that he could cast the Thragtusk.
He must have. Oh, and then he gets forced because he gave his opponent a turn to draw that Force of Will. Oh, deadly.
Well, not quite deadly yet. Barber looking for an Abrupt Decay for Baleful Strix.
But now his life gain is just turned off. It's gone, so he has a Birthing Pod. The Witness is already gone, so he doesn't have a way to get it out of the graveyard. So now he's got to just go the old-fashioned route. He's probably going to sack Shriekmaw to go get Grave Titan here. He can go get Kitchen Finks from his Baleful Strix also, which is not too bad.
We saw Kitchen Finks earlier.
Oh, did he already use it?
In the graveyard.
Oh, so he's
it
down.
was discarded to a him, I believe.
Okay, so he is now...
On the Grave Titan plan.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah, this is an interesting situation because the Grave Titan...
I mean, it's...
if it gets double blocked,
that's fine. Kill
trades
both
with
those
both
guys.
of them.
Yeah, and then you have
but leaves
4
behind
zombies out.
4 2/2 zombies.
Yeah, I like... see, again, it's a creature that doesn't belong. It's out of its habitat. That's why you're not allowed to bring, strange vegetables and fruit overseas, It hurts the natural habitat. Grave Titan in Legacy is just running amok on these people. It's just doing bad things.
The analogy you just made.
It doesn't matter.
Fruits and vegetables
makes sense.
over the border. So you're saying we need some kind of customs and border patrol
to
stop Grave Titan from running amok in Legacy?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you understood my analogy, please tweet at me at ShaheenMTG.
Two more Sam Black
my
tokens.
analogies are sweet. It makes
Is
sense.
he just single block? Oh no, he's blocking. Okay, the other 2 zombies are attacking.
Yeah, I think I would take it too, because David doesn't really have a chance to win unless he draws an answer for that Baleful Strix and then Tombstalkers him and then removes the answer. So if David draws Abrupt Decay, David's dead.
Yeah.
I keep saying David, excuse me. If Barber draws Abrupt Decay, he gets to kill the Strix, siphon for 2 life, and then 5 them.
I mean, he can just end of turn right here, use the Force of Will to siphon.
Never mind, please do not talk to
Oh, so now he's got to kill.
Yeah.
If he kills
so
his
now
Strix,
Abrupt Decay on the Baleful Strix can finish it off.
he
David
has
Barber
4.
can attack with a Tomb.
He's got 4 in his deck.
Tombstalker?
Land.
We've seen him play at least 1.
He drew a land.
We saw the Abrupt Decay earlier, the interaction with the Cabal Therapy.
Yeah, so...
Anything else that he can do? Abrupt Decay? Does he have any other removal spells he might have brought in? Liliana Bell, not going to do it. Maelstrom Falls? Maybe. Disfigure? Maybe. Gleicher going to brainstorm, finds a Green Sun Zenith.
And he's going to put...
Veteran Explorer, so...
I'd probably just put land back here, but...
He's got... Gleicher now has 1 Deathrite Shaman. He could Green Suns for a second one and take control of the Deathrite Shaman war, as it were, and start gaining some life himself.
Yeah, luckily, David doesn't... Yeah, as long as he has that Deathrite Shaman out, Gleicher can't do anything to stop in response. So Barber has one out in play, and if he ever tries to siphon life, Gleicher can stop that by activating his in response. It's really an interesting dynamic when you see two Deathrite Shamans going at it, because they don't do much when there's two in play. When you have one on each side, they're not exactly that effective, because whoever blinks first loses that fight.
Yeah.
So
you really need the second one to take control of the Deathrite Shaman situation. But no, it looks like he went for the Veteran Explorer. Okay, so he's probably going to double up on Baleful Strix here, sacrificing the Veteran Explorer so that he has a backup plan.
yeah, I like this.
In case Barber finds an Abrupt Decay. That is good. Oh,
Force of
Hardcast
Will.
Force of Will. Wow. So now, is that going to force Gleicher to
just
sacrifice his Deathrite Shaman to get a
I
second
don't mind
Baleful
this play,
Strix?
because I don't mind this play.
Oh, look at him going into the tank. Is that what you want to do? Can we zoom out here? Is David Barber now tapped out of mana? No, he has a Misty Rainforest. So Gleicher, if he wants to use the Deathrite Shaman, it would force Barber to sacrifice the Misty Rainforest. Oh, very interesting situation. Just attacks now with the Grave Titan and 2 tokens.
Are they out of
Block another token.
Are they on turns right now?
Not
We're finding
quite
out right now
sure.
if they're on turns.
8 more damage here. That's actually very big. It's plenty of damage. Both at 5. Gleicher is going to tap with a Forest, so he wants to gain life. Barber fingering his Misty Rainforest. No, lets him take the
This
Deathrite
is going to
Shaman.
be a disaster. Unless David has Maelstrom Pulse, unless Barber has Maelstrom Pulse, he's pretty much dead to rights here. He's going to have 2
now-
Baleful Strix out.
2 Strix cannot single-handedly, off of 1 draw step, get through with the Demon.
Oh, Ooze. For you guys, Ooze too.
Tombstalker. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay, so time has expired in this camera match. David Gleicher currently on turn 0. Time expired during the process of this turn. 5 more additional turns after this total. And now look at that. That Scavenging Ooze is going to give him plenty of time, plenty of life. Even if David Barber finds a removal spell for the Baleful Strix.
Yep.
And the Grave Titan and its army of Sam Black devotees is going to take this match, you have to think.
Actually,
there's little-
Gleicher's Devotion to Black is getting up there right now.
Yeah.
It's at 3, you know. He's definitely worshipping the darker god there. Both sides are, actually, because Tombstalker and his got 3 Devotion to Black on the other side of the table as well. What do you think about the gods being played in Legacy one day? Do you think Legacy has a chance to dump out a bunch of blue things that have fast and do something? Or they're just going to Sword of Plowshare? I don't know.
I don't know if... we've talked about swords a little and said it's not seeing as much play, so it could be useful. I don't know if there's a place for the gods.
I don't even know how good a 5/5 Indestructible for 3 is.
Right, even if it just was naturally a creature.
Yeah,
there you go,
right.
David
Extends
Barber
the hand.
extends the hand. He cannot stop the Grave Titan. Once again, this is the second time we've seen David Gleicher on camera, and he's so happy. He's happy about that Subway sandwich he just got from his friend.